Well, hello, hello, hello. This is Jolene with the Jewel Design, and here we are with film number 2 today. Film number 2 for me today. But second film for you guys this week. Woohoo! But I wanted to keep going, technically for me. And, now that I've had the rest of the day to get things prepped and worked on, and we can show you what I'm working on and actually do some decorating. So thank you all for coming along and joining me. Hopefully you enjoyed our little prepping for these 2 pages of this lovely flip-flop trifold. I'd say folio, but it's not with a file folder. I don't know what makes it a folio. I'm not sure what makes it a folio, except that's a folded item. I think it's a folio when it folds inward. So this is more of just a trifold journal cover, and using a nice pressboard and digitals and all kinds of fun lovely things, and we're just making this fun little, that's actually the back side, front cover. Journal will go inside, flip it to the back. We have this lovely little envelope flip. Inside is the belly, and then the back side here is that belly band and my multi-pocketed stacked page. So today we are going to work on decorating. If you missed what's going on, look back on Tuesday's video. And it shows this without everything stuffed into it, of course. And I'll look at my 1-hour video, or 57 minutes, and you can see sort of what I came along to get to this process. So today I'll show you what I've stuffed, and we're going to decorate a little bit. How does that sound? Can't believe, truthfully, by the time you guys see this, it will be the middle of December. And what is that, 10 days away from Christmas? And I'm hopefully I will be much closer to being prepared for that by the time you guys see this video. I am doing this a double in one day, so for me it hasn't changed much. But I'm sitting here in the evening, my kids are playing their games, studying for their finals, having my glass of wine, and I am crafting along with you guys. So here we go. So I decided here to sort of stack some of the smaller 6-up journal cards in here, as tight as I can. This did come out a little puffy, but I realized that if I cut it short, all of my cards stuck out too far, and I really didn't want to, I didn't really want the cards to stick out as it is the envelope already does. So we're just going to sort of stuff it tall, stuff it short, push it all the way up, push it all the way down, and put stuff in between, and it's going to move around a little bit, so hopefully they'll stay put. Hopefully I don't have to put another piece to sort of stuff them in there. I could put a little bit of clear something here to make sure they stick in there like a sort of an invisible pocket, but I'm hoping this will work. Otherwise they are just going to all sort of shove right down into the bottom. I did realize if nothing else I could nicely stuff them here, and you guys could decide which one's on the front and you could fill it out. Because if you glued them, they would open up, but that's a lot of hinging. I don't know. So it sort of works. I think if I keep stuffing it, it might work better. I don't know. I was hoping if they were a little longer, then I think other things would fit. I even thought to try to put one of the tabbed tags in here, but it didn't fit either. So it's sort of an odd size, but we're making it work. Here I did put 2 of our cabinet cards, which I will distress, up in that top little pocket that we created. On the bottom, I'm putting the last 2 of my verticals. Here are the framed ones, and we're going to do a little bit of decor here because these pockets are tight. I did definitely make them a nice tight pocket. So she's sitting in there just so I don't forget. He is sitting all by himself. He'll also be distressed. He fits beautifully in this pocket, and you can still see his gorgeous little face. And then we have the larger extra tag, scallop tag, that went in the tall pocket. You got a secondary one in the kit. And I'm going to, we're going to clip him in here so he can move around. And we're going to just do a little bit of decorating, but not too much because we don't want to hinder him from being able to get into that large pocket. Like I said, we didn't glue any of this down in a way where it could go all the way to the bottom. So, yeah, if you wanted to see how I sort of worked my way through this, go back to Tuesday's folder, or Tuesday's video, and how I got about this. And really, in the end, the only thing you miss is me probably gluing this guy on the bottom. So where all you see is our Christmas Santa and her. I literally got a phone call at the end. It cut me off, so I jumped on really, really quickly. said my goodbyes to you guys, but yeah, that's where we stick with that. So we're going to decorate here. We're going to decorate here. We're going to do some decorating here. We may even get to some glue and some glitter. I want to do some pearls and some glitter maybe in here. And this is the only thing we're down to where I couldn't decide what to do with this. I want to put something here to sort of make it stand out. But I don't know. Oh, that's right. That's what I was going to do, and I didn't get to it. I'm going to fussy cut some holly and put them in the corner and on the bottom here. So when I do my fussy cutting for my cover of the actual journal, I will get those pieces done, and we'll work on that. So I did Velcro down our darling little guy here so that he would stay somewhat closed. He wouldn't get caught up and constantly in the way. So when it sits here all bouncy and cute, it is not going to like open. Oh, it's the other one. It's not going to open up. It's not going to sit weird unless I want it to. Now, if I was going to do this upright and I wanted him to sit all open on my, say, my desk or something, then I don't have a problem with him opening up. But I may decide that I don't want him to open. If you see, it's sitting open, it's looking like this, of course, when I'm viewing it. But, you can decide. Now, these do stick up, so once they're distressed, I won't mind. But I'm noticing that... Oh, that was... Which cards were those? Oh, the two bottom ones here. Yeah, they're just not staying where I really want them to stay, so I'm a little bummed about that. It's the only downside about belly bands, but if I glued it down for a tighter tuck, then they stick out, and so I don't want to do that. So my only other thought would be to tighten it a little bit. Maybe not all the length, because I don't want to completely remove the option, but maybe we glue down a little bit so it's tighter. So we'll see as we're playing with it. I may decide to tighten that up. I really feel that's the case. So let's get going. I don't want to waste too much time, and we are, let's see, 7, I don't know what time it is on my clock, but what are we doing? Oh yeah, okay. So let's see how we're doing, about 45 minutes, and go from there. So I did pull out some things and start working on what I think I want to do. Which I have to do. If I don't start looking at it and sort of eyeballing it, we could be here all day. So how are we all doing? Thank you all of you for liking, loving, commenting, subscribing. As we continue to go on through the month and finish off the year, I did hit 300. Actually, I hit 300 before I even finished uploading. Come to find out, I hadn't even looked. I guess it was me. Last time I looked, I was like at 297. And sometime during the day, when I was filming the first video that you guys saw on Tuesday, I hit 301. Don't know who. I guess if they're not super busy or they're not well known on YouTube, it doesn't let me know who subscribed. I just had like 3 or 4 new subscribers. So I was actually at 301. As I'm uploading my video, I'm at 301. And I'm like, oh, okay then. I was a little shocked. But if you watched that video, please don't keep an eye on it. And I either already made a big announcement, and you guys have seen that, or it's coming up tomorrow. I am not sure which one. Since I'm ordering these back to back, but don't have the one video that needs to be up to make a decision, I do have a giveaway coming up. You may have already been made aware of it yesterday, or you're going to be made aware of it tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. So hopefully everybody did what they were supposed to do, and I have some people to pick from to choose a winner. So that would be great. Yeah, I was hoping just to push those last numbers up and over, and then it was like, oh, it's already there. I thought that was sort of funny. I was like, I guess I should have checked before I said anything. I normally do, I swear. Like, I didn't even... so many people were promoting me. Gail promoted me and tried to put my YouTube up. My mom always puts our shopping me up. Like, or people just found me. I'm not sure which. But it all went up, and I apparently got a few new followers on Monday and didn't know it. And so funny. Thought it was a little weird. I was like, well, I still love it. I still love getting new followers. I still love knowing the numbers are there, hoping the numbers stay. Because I watched it where they're like, oh, well, you gained some, but you lost some. And I'm like, how did I not? And like, oh, you have 3 new subscribers. And I'm like, my numbers didn't move. What do you mean I have 3 new subscribers? Somebody left then. Okay. All right, so I just did a little cluster here. I'm not thinking about it too much. I had it perfectly laid out, but I'm like, I have a general idea. Just to add some more to this, we have the ornament, which was a snow globe. We have the the guys in the background. So I thought, you know, this sort of sleigh ride music, the word peace, and just sort of continuing on with that. So we're going to work through that. I actually had some fun and tried to stencil, and I'll show you guys later, some images onto the inside of that envelope, because of course none of my ephemera is backed. Not one bit of it. Only because I didn't know where I was going to go with all of this. I didn't know if I was going to journal it. I didn't know if I was going to, you know, what I was going to do with it. So, yeah, we're going to have to stencil, just distress, or leave it white, which there's plenty of white in this kit. There's no say that this has to be a very cream kit. And so for me, I can definitely, now this one I'm going to do gray. It has such a beautiful gray-blue tone. I am not going to distress it with the other one, because I feel like this would enhance it so much more. Yeah, so there's a little bit of both. That's the nice thing of this one. We've got a little bit of smoky fire pit gray going on here, which I'm surprised my hands don't look like I'm Cinderella. I'm getting better. I'm getting so much better. Oh my gosh, November, my hands are black all the time. Could not get it out of the crevices of my fingers, no matter how hard I tried. I felt like Cinderella. I was constantly manning the fire pit or fireplace, not really fire pit. And yeah, you got soot everywhere. Like, now I see how she got her name. I get it. So let me find, I want to do, I think, to sort of get the feel of that, I want to just do a little bit of distress here, and then I'm going to put her on top, because I think white by itself is a little blah. I'm like, yeah, I'm not really liking that. So we're going to do a little bit of distressing. But yeah, I did some distressed ink stamping on a page, and that was sort of fun earlier. So I did do some prep work on this. And then, so what I did is I was trying to get gold. It wasn't working for me. So I did gold and ink. So we've got bells in peace, love, and joy, trees, bells, ribbons, doves. So I went to town on a page, and I don't really know. Right now I have the large, this is the only place the large journal cards fit, is in this pocket of envelope. So I don't want to perfectly seal it, or I haven't decided to yet. I think you could still open it and personalize it and add photos to it and tuck it all into that spot if you wanted to use it that way. If you decide to make this sort of a memory-based thing, because all these cards can be written on. So I don't know. It just depends how quickly I get this done, if anybody wants it, right? What am I looking for? I need my brushes. So how are we doing? I mean, like I said, 10 days till Christmas. How are we preparing? If everybody, how's everybody's health? Are we getting any better? At the moment, my daughter's a mild head cold, but is trugging on because she's got finals. So, like, she's like, yeah, my nose is stuffy. She goes, but she's actually pretty energetic, which is really funny. She's usually very not energetic. So if I actually got up this morning and didn't use the, I don't feel good excuse to stay home, I was really shocked. But she really wants, she needs answers from her teachers, and so she can finish the work and make an effort of it, because she knows if she fails, she's grounded. So there you go. It's like I helicopter in a way, but I don't. I do a lot of did you do it? Did you do it? How you doing? How you doing? Are you sure? Like, do you get it? And I got it. Okay. Because if you think you got it and you don't, I'm afraid you're grounded because you didn't reach out for help when I maybe have suggested it. And it is sad that I get weekly updates. Not that it means a whole lot, because it means the teachers could have done grades 3 weeks ago and haven't touched them, and it's the same grade it has been for 3 weeks. I don't know whether to off-center it or let's make sure I'm in picture. Yeah, okay. That would have been bad. I almost want to off-center it, but then I feel like I have to add layers to reason the off-centering. I wish she was a little bigger. Like, this is too big. I did come across that problem. I either have them too small or too big. I did not get a good in-between, so it's sort of frustrating me. Just a little. Oh, you never know, right? Let's see. I'm thinking. I feel like it needs to have something behind it to justify that, which is why I distressed it. But I want to see the distressed. It needs another layer. It always needs another layer. What am I thinking? But I don't know what lace to put behind that to do that. Like, I feel like it needs to be lace, but then you're not going to see anything else. It's like I do the distress, I do that, I do that. well, unless I go all the way down, top to bottom, like a belly band, but not really, and then glue her on top, it would give the dimension. But I don't know if it's going to fit in there. I have to glue it down really good. If I do just the box. I want to keep things inside the box, I think. I don't think I really want them to go above the box, because it's the whole point of the framed look. Right, that's why we did what we did, and we cut it out, and we utilized it in the shakers. You know, we utilized the frame. So, alright, let's just glue that sucker down. And glue it down well. Maybe I didn't need to do that, but it does give some color behind the lace, so that it's not so, yeah, it's not so plain. Excitement. My ears are a little full, though, I noticed. So sorry if I sound like I'm yelling. I'm afraid if I bring it down too low, you won't hear anything. I was mumbling a couple weeks ago. I felt so bad. Sorry, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, I shouldn't say guys. It's amazing how we default to that, don't we? Such a weird ingrained thing. And I know I'm talking to mostly ladies. I do. I mean, I have a few of you that might be male. I won't say you're not. I won't discredit that. I have a few guys who do follow me on Instagram. I don't know how many are over here on my YouTube. As I don't get a good reading of analytics on that end, where it tells me male or female. I don't have enough of you for me to tell me like age and all that demographics, but that's okay. All right, and I almost need it one more time because, at least somewhat, we are putting paper on fabric, so it's probably easier if it is done. I don't want to glue all of it, but I might have to. We'll see how much it catches. Let's see, start with this. I always use the glitter glue to catch edges. Okay, this is what I'm not liking because it is cold. Some reason it's all sticking up there and it wants to like pop open. It wants to get on. It's supposed to like the cold, but it definitely likes like making messes. Whatever's in the cap wants to zoom poof outward, which makes no sense. And I'm like, well, just air it, people. I'll leave it and see what it does. Okay, so my only dilemma is whether it'll stick. Make sure it's fully dry before I go there. Okay, let's do a little distressing while we're waiting. Right one, yeah. I'm like, and let's not cross-contaminate. No, I could do a lot of these in gray because there is so much gorgeous gray and blue in them. Alright, and actually since that is gooing out, I can use it with the lace on the other side of this cover. So let me just get this one done. I can always go back and distress everything. So the only other thing will be this one next to decorate, but I don't know what's going to go on it. So let's go into the outside. So my thought was to glue down this piece of lace about middle. And then we're going to put some gold trim from top to bottom down the middle of that to give this some edge. Plus I'm going to put the red rickrack here. So if there's a little overlap, I want to get some glue on both sides. And since it is deciding to go out everywhere, let's utilize it. Now I am of course putting glue on top of a glossy matte Mosh Posh, and I noticed I had a lot of trouble getting even what's it called, glitter glue to stick to that, and so I was really shocked about that. Which, it's a coating, I get it, but I didn't think it was like a final coating. I didn't realize that Mosh Posh would be like one of those done and over type ordeals. I'm going to stretch this out a little bit. Get it top to bottom, but not so tight that it causes a problem. I don't mind if it goes over the page a little bit, because I know the rickrack red stuff might do that on the other side, because I don't want to cover up some items on the other side. So do that. Okay. So we're going to put some glitter, glue, and glitter. We're going to put some red sequences, which of course I put left on the other side. So we're going to sort of bling up areas of this for dimension. Because it's already really busy, I don't need to put a lot of paper layering on top of this that I'm aware of. Now I may decide that I want to find the same graphic and do something to make it a little bit more three-dimensional. But I think we're going to stick more to glitter and beads and pearls to enhance the elements within the pictures than anything else. So, yeah, so hopefully all is well and finals are done and she feels good enough about all of it, and we get to take a breather and a relaxer, and we're all healthy and no one else comes down sick, because that's the last thing I want right now. I really don't want to be sick. Two of us got COVID last year at this time. We literally, one was sick by the 7th. I was sick by a week later, so about this time. And I was done. I mean, she held on and off for 2 to 3 weeks of just that mild fever. In about, in a 10-day span, I was okay, all negative and stuff like that, but it definitely zapped me out. So it made Christmas a lot quieter. We didn't want to take chances with my parents, so we saw them for like 30 minutes Christmas morning, masks on, both sides, gave gifts, and love you, bye-bye, It's like, ugh. So we gamed a lot that week, those 2 days, and Christmas and Christmas Eve, and we, made another attempt on New Year's Eve and stuff like that, but things were already going downhill. We just didn't know it. So anyway, so yeah, I don't want to be sick this year. We have enough going on. I don't need that too. At insult to injury, my husband's father passed away last weekend. So they're grieving terribly right now. I can't make it up to the funeral. It's weather, my kids, finals, all that fun stuff, and I just physically can't do it. I mentally, physically can't do it. I broke down. By the end of the day he passed, I fell apart. And so I was like, yeah, okay, that's not going to happen, I'm afraid. If they lived closer, I think I'd make the effort, but there's just too much going on, and the week here of, before Christmas break, and the girls are hesitant about all of it, and especially my oldest. She's like, nope, I can't go up there, but I'm not really stoked if you leave, and so I feel like bad I can't be there, especially for my oldest sister, but my sister by marriage, but only sister, I only have so many, I only got my sisters by marriage, so, yeah, I feel like bad, because they were here for me, and I want to be there for his mother, and I know what she's going through. So, isn't that gorgeous, though? Oh my god, I love that. That was sort of a last minute, I forgot I had that gold stuff. Oh, isn't that just pretty? Ooh, we put some bigger red pieces of stuff, and I got gold here. Ooh! Sorry. Good moment. Okay, so, hold on one sec. I gotta go around the corner I picked up this for my snowflakey spots, but I forgot about the sequences. And, you would think I'd still have them in front of me, which I do not. I don't think. I have so many things around me, guys. Oh my gosh, it is a trip hazard for sure. I've got stuff everywhere. I've got boxes from the Christmas that I took out from you guys the other day. And I have, I'm looking for it. Yep. And I have, I still have the sewing machine and stuff from the party. And I really can't get in and out of my workspace all that well. Not at all. Okay. So I'm thinking, now, before I get into this, let's see how we're doing on the inside. I know we're going to go back and forth, but I do want to decorate with you guys. I do want to show you decoration. I don't want to just here, let me put a journal signature together. No one wants to see that. I don't have any great ideas, except for this. This was my stackable with a skinny journal, with my standard corner, my stackable corner, and my rounded square corner. And I was able to stack them all up just right and have 1, 2, 3, 4 pockets in there. Now, if I was really smart, I would have put a thicker piece of paper. I could have put a whole nother pocket in there. But, yeah, no. Sometimes I go, all these great pockets, and nothing to put in them. And now I have all this stuff to put in it, and no pockets to put them in. So funny. Alright, so let's do this one. This was the other one, which we sort of want to back to this one, because you will see this. This you will see when we close this. So when we close this, I want to sort of see that glittery red, which I think will be awesome off of this. So I do want to show that off. and not glue anything else in by accident. So we're gonna, I love these, but I still have to get them down. I need to refill this. I really should just put, not right this second, of course. I really should put more in here. I take that back. I'm struggling. Woo! Or not. I know better. I dump it upside down thinking I have nowhere to go with it, and it's all right there. Of course it is. Yeah. No. Oh, gotta love it, people. It's sort of what happens, I think, when I do it for a second run, and I know better. I really do. I guess last week I did the 2. They came out great, but I didn't have links for you. I didn't have links for the kits. I didn't have links for my shop. I didn't put one of them. I just said hello and had like nothing on it. I was like, what the heck happened? I think I got too excited and I must have got caught up trying to get ready for something. And yeah, well, last week I had great videos, but I did not have the right information. I'm so sorry. That was so bad at me. Now I know this won't all fit in here because this is an 8 ounce and so is the bottle I'm putting it in. But it makes you wonder, right? I thought a little bit more in here would be a little easier, oh, good Lord, to deal with. So I'm having one heck of a time. I'm gonna need a new wet wipe for sure. I would use this first and foremost, but then I'm back to square one again, right? All right, what are we doing? Yeah, no, let's see, what are we at? Oh, not too bad. Okay. I was like, ugh. There we go. All right, and, oh yeah, there's glue over there. Of course there is. That's what happened the first time. This thing I put on its side to make it easier and only realized it was going to, I forgot about it and it exploded everywhere. That bottle was never good after that. Okay, well, let's see. And this piece is done. Yay! Craft and chat and make a mess with me. It should be messy craft and chat. That should be in my title today, huh? Messy craft and chat. But that's the process. When you're having fun and you're sitting here and you're sharing your fun, you're jibber-jabbering with your friends, you're not paying attention, and at least I'm not gluing my fingers down, I guess. I'm not gluing my fingers together. I should be stoked I'm not doing that, I guess. Which we've been there, done that with a hot glue gun, haven't we? Or that crazy, some kind of crazy glue that, takes your skin off when you're not paying attention. I'm very happy this stuff does not do that. Nothing we use. No, it's not probably all that great to be absorbing, but at least it does not stick our fingers together and we can't get them off. It's not the Gorilla Glue type stuff. So we are going to leave it a little off page because I don't want to block her. I don't really want to block my snow globe too much. And it's okay because it sort of meshes with and lines up with our lace on the other side. So you see a little bit of white through this. You'll see a little bit of red on the other side. And I'm okay with that. I actually have my scissors out. I probably should use them. But what would be the fun of that? I'm not using my fabric scissors on my paper, so that's all that matters. I shouldn't really use my paper scissors on my fabric, but yeah, this is cute Dollar Tree. Whatever. I always want to make sure this is glued down in pretty well because it always unravels if I don't. So we're gonna sort of level it up and tuck it in here just nice. Make sure it's nice and hard so it does stick nicely and seal so it doesn't keep unraveling. Because that is the only downside of this I noticed is that it does have a frayed edge. You cut it and it keeps coming undone. So it's sort of pretty because actually now we've got the gold, the white, and the red showing up through here. So I really like that. That is really pretty. So when you close it, on the back side at least, and you're looking at the back side, you see a trim work here. And that's really nice. With our cute little doggy. And on the front, you just see a little bit hint of the red through the white. Just right. So I love that. Okay. I am bummed that those are sticking up. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. And these are going to drive me insane. So we're going to have to glue those down. I want to see these. I want to see parts of these. I really do. I'll go every other and figure out how tight I want to do this. I want them in here. think they're the perfect size for it, but I do not want to keep having them fall out. That irritates me. I don't like doing anything where I'm like, I want them to be snug as possible. So we're going to do it right across about where the snow, right about here. We're going to do it there, let it dry for a second. Okay, so we're getting some of the pretty little things done. We'll work on this tag next, I think, because after that I'm going to have to be able to keep this somewhat open on the other side to get all that pretty glitter glue stuff done. So on this one, I think we're going to go right across here, so we'll pull it out for a second. It doesn't seem like you would need to, right? You would think, well, no, it's tight. You can barely get this in there. But that's the thing, I can barely get it in there, so I need it just a little tighter. So that these cards actually stay put. That when they're stacked within each other, on top of each other, they are long enough to keep things tight and in place. Alright. In worst case, if you find yourself a narrower journal card that's larger but narrower for this size book, so these are only about 3.5, 3.25 wide, these might actually stay. You know, something might stay in there. And really, it's just because they're loose, and it's loose here. So I can tuck it up a little tighter, tuck it down a little tighter, but the middle ones may always come loose. So we'll see. The only thing that we do would be to stack upward a little bit on each one. If I'm going to do that, I'll make sure that the red one shows. There's ways to do it, probably. Tuck those up a little bit, tuck those down a little bit. That might work. And a little bit of the angles and see if that works. Okay. So let's see. Like I said, we're getting into glitter glue and glitter on these things. I want to put in some of the fuzzy spots, fuzzy areas. I want to put glitter in them. And I want to put the red round sequences. Ooh, that's open. On some of the larger holly areas. So, okay. Let's then do this guy. Anything else has been distressed to a point? Yeah, glue. Glue! Wow. Yeah, that's alright. That's what soap is for. I say a good bottle of wine, but that doesn't take off. That does not take off some. That adds more glue. Yeah. Any big plans, ladies and gentlemen? What do we got going the next week? Now, like I said, when this airs on Friday, my kids will be, finishing up their last finals. So by, 2:30 in the afternoon, we will officially be on Christmas break. And we get two weeks and a day or two off. I think they get like the day after, the Monday after New Year's off. And then one goes back to school. And then the other one has to go back to school. Gets to go back to school Wednesday. She actually gets a little extra. Our high schooler went in so much earlier than the rest of our school district that they're getting a few extra days here and there. One at Christmas and one at spring break. She actually gets an extra day or two off in spring break than the elementary school kids do. So, the junior high is, of course, on the elementary school's schedule. So, yeah. So my oldest actually gets, a few moments to breathe before going back into it. And, sort of nice. Her and me we'll get to have a moment. We'll drop off her sister to school and then get her nails done and stuff before she goes back to school after Christmas break. So, but yeah, as of Friday afternoon, we are on Christmas break. We are on Christmas time, which means no more alarms for me. Yay! At least for a little bit, right? And, yeah, I'm sort of tempted. Now, this one on the back, I think I'm going to do what I love to do more times than not, and do, I don't know why I keep putting this away. I love the swirly pattern on the back of things. I wish it was Christmas. I don't have any Christmas stencils. At least the red did find her stars. I do not have stars. I think I was looking for stencils or cutouts for Christmas at one point. Did not get that. I got like die cut type things, which I thought was really funny because that's not what I was looking for. So that was very weird. I was like, well, if I ever get one of those die cuts, I can then, make my own snowflakes. But until then, I have this metal piece of I don't know what. Actually, I was able to roll it to a point and figure out how to sort of get cutouts of snowflakes. But that's what they're cut out. I don't think that's what I was looking for at the time. All right, so we have a little bit of something down here. Still totally writable. A little bit of swirly fun. Sort of matches that frame a little bit. I feel like just the prettiest of all. But we'll leave this one alone. And the goal is to put a punch through that so that they can do our thing. I did it with something else. I don't know what it was. Oh, I think something in the flip-flop journal. I did something very similar. I think it was the flip-flop journal. Let's see. I think we'll keep to the antique. Just because things aren't very bright orange. I mean, we have a little gold in the front. Don't get me wrong. But I think it's the only color I really have. I mean, they're all antique. But, oh, I see. One is, the other, see, okay, one's silver, one's brown. Do I have a little more gold? You really can't tell until you see the heads. Aha. I think I have an antique gold. And that may be actually better than the brown. Okay, there we go. I did the bottoms all look the same, but the top, like there is a nickel and a brown and a gold. So I'm going to punch it right through, hopefully. I say that, huh? I need a little drill from like when you're starting your... Alright, hold on. Let's like... I don't know if I have... Oh, the all. Duh. That is what that thing is beautiful for. I think I did that last time too. Start with this. Put it through. There we go. Just like you do the drill bit before you drill an actual screw into the wall. Gotta start that hole somehow. Alright. Then I can put it through. Okay, there we go. Hate to do that, but it's close enough to his wreath. It's not like I'm puncturing the middle of his forehead. So I feel good about that. I am not technically going into his forehead. It is part of his wreath. His halo there. I'm going to turn sideways. There we go. So it keeps it together so you can like move it around and it's all pretty and matches up well enough. My 3 here to go with my 5. So that's all good. That was a weird noise. Kids are doing their thing. Oh, leaving it. Okay. Dropping stuff. Now, I did want a word here. And I just realized I have no vertical words that are vintage on me. Not one. They're my top selling piece. I've sold close to 300 of my vintage vertical typeset words in the past 2 years, which is absolutely awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I cannot be more happy about that. That I have something that everybody seems to find all over the world. It is well promoted by many of you out there. Sorry, I'm trying to be in the picture, but I was looking to see if by some thin chance, which I don't know the last time I printed those words. I have all my horizontal ones. Surprisingly, I love my vertical words, and yet all I have is horizontal words. My vertical right now are for my black and white kit that I can find. Or they're autumn, which is really funny. That does not work. None of my autumn ones are the right color. Not even close. Well, I take that back. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Moonlight and Haunted are not going to... Well, Moonlight might work on that one. It's sort of a mauvey color, but it's almost... But Moonlight... no, Sleigh Ride. Moonlight, that might work. I don't know. Well, let's see which... Oh, I have a green one, and it says Thankful. Well, that's not bad, though. Oh, that color works, too. All right, then. Who knew? All right, then. Let's do that. I wanted to put some word on here. I want to intertwine with Mr. Snowman there. Or, not Snowman, Mr. Santa. And we should be thankful this time of the year for everything we do have. Especially as we're asking so much of everybody this time of the year, right? We're asking for gifts and thoughtfuls and moments to be thought of and cared for. And so we should be very thankful for those around us. I know a lot of us do not have everybody with us, so we should be very thankful for the time we had and who we do have. And okay, so I can put thankful there and blend it right into them. I can put it up here between the two after all that, maybe I need a horizontal word. I'm wondering if it should be. I think my original thought was to put a vertical word way up here to sort of like cluster it because it's going to be above. But now that that's going to move, the word thankful doesn't seem like such a necessary piece. And whatever horizontal down here would work. I mean, it's going to be tucked. You're not going to see it, which is sort of the bummer part. Unless I put a big word under, I put a cute little word under him. And I did pull out blue and green words. It's a little minty, but we can, and maybe Noel. I didn't want to go too Christmas, like Christmassy on this. It's supposed to be a little bit of him. Can't help it. Believe, faithful, comfort, cheer, snow. Maybe just cheer or kindness. Let's do kindness. We'll just dress up the kindness a little bit. And we'll put the word under him, like sort of a peekaboo word. How's that? Let's try that. That way we know that it's going to be pretty well hidden in there. Hopefully it's not going to get caught up on anything. Instead, I made these pockets really tight. I didn't mean to. I forget about that, which is the great thing about having those little flaps. Give it a little bit of room. I think it needs a little less tight. Alright, there we go. Try and get rid of some of the mintiness and be a little bit more antique-y. Which, when you do use the antique, it changes the whole mint by putting the photo, vintage photo around it. Isn't that funny? So I feel like we put him here, and it goes here, which it hides, beautiful. But it does need a layer behind him. And I don't know whether to do more of the same. I don't think it really matters. Like it's cream on cream if I do that, but a little distress, a little paper right around him, like a border. I sort of like that idea. Let's rip that off. Let's give a little something to him, right? Of course, with the right distress and the right ripping, except for the tiny spots. Oh my goodness. I see why we use, you know, what's his names? I think they're going to be too small, though. Alright, let's distress this and see what happens. I sort of need a piece of paper. Hold on. I need one of my, I need a piece of scrap paper is what I need. Where is it? There we go. Something to distress the edges of this thing and not have it everywhere. I don't think you want to stain the edges. Oh, okay. What else? What can we talk about? I feel like I said 8:20, and it is, no. It's only been, what am I saying? It's 7:45 when I started. I'm like, oh, it's only been 35 minutes. Oh, jeez, I was completely off on my time frame there. I almost freaked out. I was like, I haven't been on the phone. Oh, but I am at 43 minutes. Okay, well, so I'm sort of there. Okay. Well, I hope you're all doing well. I hope your Friday morning is going well. I hope that the first half of December has been eventful, kind, sweet, full of fun and laughter. I hope that you are almost ready for the holiday season as we hit 10 more days till Christmas. I like that, even though it sort of shows, we sort of wonders, right? I really, really do hope the best for everyone. I hope to get 1 or 2 more videos out, maybe. The goal would be to at least do maybe a flip through of what I'm doing. I'm getting bits and pieces of the actual journal put together every time I work on something, and I find scraps and I find pieces and I figure out what I'm using. I get the journal itself put together. So I probably will do a flip through because it's getting so close, as it is, it's getting so close to Christmas. This will just be something that I may just put up in my journal to have up in my shop to have it up there. And if somebody would like, you know, something ready to go for next year, or didn't get something they wanted, or I don't know, it may not even go up to sale. It might just hold on to it to the new year, or to the next year, and we'll sell it next year. I will do it, but I'll do a flip through. And if someone really, really wants it, you can always DM me and make it a special order on Etsy. And you know, purchase it through there. But if, you know, no one has any major interest in it when it's done with a flip through, then I will just hold on to it, and come July, we'll do a Christmas in July, and I can always sell it off there. Isn't that cute? I like that. It's just sort of there, and it's underneath. It's a little it's a hidden word, a little Advent thing, right? There's just a tiny little something. Ugh. And then you could, if you had more words, or if you had lace or something else you want to decorate, you could. Just keeping in mind that it is a tight fit, so we don't want to, you know, have it get caught. Ugh, there we go. Oh, there we go. I love that. Okay. So, alright. Well, we have a few more minutes, so I'm going to show you what I was trying to attempt with the ordeal. Now, like I said, I did this one and did the thing on it. I can't decide whether or not to leave the journal cards in an envelope that's glued down, and all you have to do is Velcro it to open it and pull the cards out, or whether I leave it open for you guys to, you know, utilize it as writing. And right now I don't know if I like it open, so I think 10 to 1 I'm going to close it. We're going to put the journal cards in it. It's a writing space that way, and it's just a cute little envelope attached to the back with some extra writing space, so we'll probably do it that way. So, but what I wanted to do here, and possibly here, my only worry is that the back of the journal is going to rub up against this stuff. I was debating on putting some type of stickle, because I don't have any. We do glitter glue and glitter. I may do that there, but I really want it here on the front. So we're going to try it out before we go, because I try to always do it, and it's one of my favorite things to do. Got to get it thin enough, I feel like, because otherwise I think it just sticks weird, and the glitter doesn't really do what I think it should do. I think I'm going to do it on this side too, since I do realize there is one over here. I think it's too thick, and you lose some of the pretty of it all too. Let's see. I know, glitter everywhere. This is definitely a bigger glitter too, so it's a little bit more like rock candy type shaped, I feel like, glitter. Come on. It's not that fine glitter that I normally use, but I wanted it a little bit more like bits of snow, right? Let's see if we can get this to stick. Let's see. Because if it doesn't work on the little stuff, oh, that big bowl is going to be hard. Needing paper lately. I really do need more paper. Or not more paper, but more. There we go. Let's do this. So I normally try to pop it back in if I can, or reuse it. So I'm going to pat, 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 oh, to death. Well, it is there, along with it on the rest of the page, which that will come off over time. Tap it down a little bit. That if there's any big pockets of glitter or glue, the glitter gets pushed into it. And so we're gonna, there's just enough, oh, I do see a little bit of shine, so that's good. So once it's done, I usually get a brush and I will brush away the rest of it, because I want it to, you know, it's not much of a point if it's all over the page. Not very fun if it's all over the page. Now I know her thing is a little bit more off-white and more cream, but we're going to enhance this a little bit more by putting more of a white over it. And really, it's not that white. Not like my really fine glitter, which has that iridescent, which is very white. I feel this is definitely not as, I don't know, I didn't mean to do that. I'm going to drop it this way. I really don't want it in all the rickrack. So I'm actually dipping it away from that, and even away from the other side, so we're not getting glitter all over the whole page. I am going for the shortest route to the bottom possible. There we go. And it gives a little bit of a fuzzy look. Looks like it's fuzzy. It looks like there should be something there, and oh, I'm loving that. Okay, well that is going to work. Get enough glitter. Keep playing with it. Now here I think I want to put bits of pearls, and I'm off the screen. Let's get back up here. I have a few more minutes just to get a feel. But yeah, we'll do a reveal on it if someone really, really loves it. DM me and I'll let you know what I was going to sell it for, and we can go from there. And if not, that's okay. We'll put it out for sale in July for the, Christmas and July thing. I'll put it up there first, and someone can jump start on it then. Because more and more, we'll be doing more and more, handmade items around here. So thank you all for coming along on this really weird little craft and chat, craft and mess, chat and mess. As the kitty cat tries to get out, as I get glue all over my fingers, as we just have a good old time, we're just having fun, enjoying the season, enjoying the moments. and, you know, taking our stress away. And while we're at it, you know, we get to share with others. And I love and appreciate every like, love, comment, and subscription. It really means the world to me, as I'm finally getting a rhythm and more people are finding me. More and more people are liking what I'm doing. Hopefully soon we'll have another kit out. I'm not sure exactly which way we're going, whether I'm making a small mini kit that's printed out for Mom's mini bundle, not minis, but her her packets. We're going to do those. She wants to do an actual bling box, so I may put some digitals in there. I don't know what I'm going to do. I got the 3, one by ear, one up there, one here. I don't know if I'm going to keep going. Because what I don't want to do is take a chance of that they bounce, and I don't... Well, they're going to be on the journal. Doesn't really matter. Don't matter. Alright, so we've got bling in here. We may add some more. I've got glitter going on out here. We've got some lovely things. And I'll keep deciding whether I'm going to add things on the outside that don't get in the way when you bend. If I'm going to make any more 3D, another holly that maybe sticks up a little bit. We're going to keep going until I feel it's really, really decorated. But I wanted to give you an idea. And yes, next time you see this, it will be done and shown off. Thank you all for participating, liking, loving, commenting, for responding to the last video. It does mean the world to me when you respond. And for those of you who did, they'll be, you know, you know what I asked for, and I really appreciate it. And you'll have an opportunity. So, love you all. Thank you so much. Hopefully this was just a relaxing morning for you. And we will talk all very soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.